putting all those smiles
I like
on faces there. Great story.
I love that book too, and you know, you kind of have to try and tidy things up as we're trying to make the transition into weather. So.
Did she have weather and weather?
Well, I was thinking more like rain, right?
Oh,
so
okay.
rain and rain.
Yeah, no, I like
the
where you're
monarch,
going.
rain, and then the
Yes.
rain.
Two
So.
meteorologists walk down the street. Finish that sentence, ladies and gentlemen.
And everyone runs
This is
from
what
them.
she gets right here.
And one ran into a building. That'd be me, because I was looking up the whole time.
Well, you'd make it to the building. I'd trip and fall, so there's that. What a tandem we have here.
Yeah.
Weather-wise, guys, you know, we've got some quiet weather finally in store. We're going to break this pattern of storm system after storm system. And I think a lot of people are going to like the pattern change, especially those that have been writing in with the hate mail over the last couple days. Your average high temperatures, we talk about what's next. Well, we're really not moving the needle a whole lot the month of August, right? By next Tuesday, our average high still sitting at 82. Just a reminder, that's where our midpoint is. But as we get into the month of September, that's when things start moving a little bit. Not only is that the month that you start to notice the sunset and sunrise times really starting to gain some steam, but temperatures will cool as well. But you look at temperatures out there now, our highs today were reminiscent of what you'd feel in late September. And our temperature around 5 o'clock was what you'd feel in October. I mean, we're talking 60s. This isn't out of the ordinary for this time of night, but our daytime highs were on the cooler side today, all courtesy of this area of low pressure. Still spitting out a couple downpours. You may have some rain tonight, and then it'll just lessen up, and we'll have some wet grass and pavement tomorrow morning. But all attention turns to after a quiet day tomorrow, a more active day on Thursday. And this Thursday rain that we're predicting is really the only chance of rain over the next at least 10 days as it looks right now. So it gets to the point where you're like, well, maybe we do need the rainfall, especially if we're going to go dry and hot around here. So this is how it evolves. Another spinning area of low pressure, spinning up like a top. It'll be a compact low. We'll be talking severe weather up in Minnesota and Wisconsin tomorrow night at this time. We're fine tomorrow, remember. And then the trailing end of this front's going to come in here on Thursday. And this is going to be afternoon and evening. We'll see a little tiny line of some showers and thunderstorms coming through. But notice what's different about this. No Gulf of Mexico connection. Everything's tied to Pacific moisture. So the severe threat isn't high, but there's a tiny one, especially out towards the Toledo area. But other than that, we're going to get some rain, and it's going to be brief, but we're going to need it after we get beyond Thursday, as we'll go to in the forecast. But first things first, tomorrow, your National News-Imard hour-by-hour forecast, starting us off with some clouds, maybe a little bit of fog around as well. We'll break out sunshine. We'll have puffy cumulus clouds down away from the lake tomorrow afternoon. And with the cold air we've got up above us, we could spark a shower or two out of those clouds with that daytime heating. Everything goes away tomorrow after sunset. Temperatures tomorrow in the 70s, so comfortable. We remain comfortable as we get into Thursday morning. We may have some upper 50s to low 60s on the big board. We start with sunshine. We'll bring a south breeze in here that'll really start to pick up out ahead of that system. So breezy and turning warmer on your Thursday. That sun will lead to increasing clouds, and here come our rainfall chances. Timing on this could fluctuate a couple hours, but just know later in the day, especially that evening rush hour and beyond, we could have some thunderstorms around here. And like that, they're out of here. And then we deal with quiet weather from there. So look ahead at the weekend. Lots of sunshine this weekend. 2 different days, though. Comfortable Saturday. Getting hot around here on Sunday. Why? Well, we've been watching this ridge finally break loose from its western home over the course of the summer. It encompasses much of the Midwest. If you have travel plans, Chicago, maybe the Midwest, it is going to be a scorcher there. Good news about humidity, though. It stays dry for the beginning of that heat, and then we start to bring in some of that humidity as we get into the middle half of next week. Check on the tropics as we near peak as we get into the month of September. Pacific's active. Greg is going to head just south. There's the Hawaiian Islands. Greg will head just south of the islands, may have a little wind off of that. There's Hurricane Fernanda. Another area to watch. The Atlantic remains quiet. A couple areas to watch coming off the coast of Africa. That's what you expect this time of year. So a quiet Atlantic tropical season. We'll see if it continues. There's signs it gets active later on this month. Union Home Mortgage 10-day. There's the heat. It doesn't go away till next Friday, August 25th.